Welcome back, high-level hustlers. In today's video, I'm going to show you how we overcame a pretty unique contracting challenge inside of HighLevel, creating a really customizable contract template that can be used across over 33 million different combinations. Check it out. Okay, so just in case you didn't know, HighLevel has the ability to create contracts and send them out for signature just like something like DocuSign or PandaDocs, but it's housed inside of HighLevel, automated within HighLevel, and can even be combined with being able to take payments and all kinds of really cool things. So I have this client who came to me and was like, Richard, I have my contract, and let's take a look at what this contract looks like. This is the contract he was talking about. I would say this is a pretty standard contract for especially an accounting firm or any kind of consulting firm that's out there. They want to be able to have one contract that can be used across all kinds of different services. So they have all of these different services that you can check, right? And when this is being done by hand, it's not a big deal to go through and be like, okay, yeah, we're going to do, this one, and this one, and then this one and this one. And then, here's the fee. Let's fill in the fee, a one-time setup fee, and then the monthly fee, and it's going to come out of an ACH payment, and then sign the contract and be done with it. Pretty standard in business to have this type of a contract. But how do we make this to where it's automated? How do we send out something like this to where when the customer gets it, it's pre-filled out, pre-checked, and all they have to do is sign it? So my client was like, I would like to be able to have this form, and I'm going to have this form be my discovery call form. I'm going to have this up on my computer, and I'm going to be taking notes during the call. And that way I can check the boxes, and then based on which one of these boxes I choose, I want it to correctly check those boxes on my contract and then send it out to the customer for signature. So if you look at this though, like between all of these, if we do the math, right, you got two options here, two options there, two options here, and two options times all of these different, that's over 33 million different combinations of contracts, which is just outrageous. We can't have that many different templates pre-created. That's just not a viable system. So his initial thought was, okay, let's just go in and create this as fillable forms, and then I'm just going to have my assistant check these boxes before it gets sent out. Now, it's a good option. However, it's still a manual one, and we want to make this a automated process. After some brainstorming, we came up with this system instead. This is the new discovery call form. When he jumps on a call, he's going to go through and fill this out. However, we've added a little bit more stuff in here. So like one-time fee. If we look at the contract right here, there's a spot for a one-time fee. So what we're going to do here is have him put an X in this spot right here, and then fill out the amount, and then an X right here if we're going to need to mark this box. Same thing with all of these others. These are all of the different options. Leave blank or just put an X here. And the reason why we did it this way, and then with the sold, the reason why we did it this way is now we can come back. Let's go take a look at the template that we built. This is the actual template now. And you can see that each one of these is a custom field. And all we're doing is we've put bracket, custom field, bracket, and then here's what was on the contract. You can see that it's just the same here, right? Instead of it being a box, it's going to be two square brackets. And then based on if this has an X in it, it will put an X between those two square brackets. And if he leaves it blank, then it won't put an X between those square brackets. So based on filling out this form, let's go take a look at what it looks like inside the contact. So I put myself through this. You can see I've done a bit of testing with this, but right here under the contract folder, we can see all these different fields, and now there's an X in some of these and not in others. And then we can see how I even added super duper fancy accounting services to the additional Exhibit A services. And then we can see the fees and all that were added right here. So now when this contract goes out, this email gets sent with the view document. Okay, so let's take a look at what one of these looks like. So let's go ahead and view the document. Okay, it filled in the date for yesterday, filled in my company name, only checked the boxes for the ones that were necessary, filled in the correct fee amounts, and checked the boxes for the one-time fee and the monthly fee, only checked the box for the credit debit card on file. And here's the additional exhibit with super fancy accounting services because we checked the box for other up here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right there, other. For any additional description of services provided, see Exhibit A, which it attached down at the bottom. So it did it. It sent out the document and it's out for signature. We can see that. And so now here's the question. How do we change this? Because this just says document for, we want to maybe customize this a little bit more for the next step. So we could come in here to the settings for the documents. Let's go into documents and then we're going to go settings and then we can go customer notifications. We can configure all of this to do a custom template. So this right here, it's using the default template. Okay. If we come over here to marketing and then email templates, you can create a new template, a new blank template, create it, make it look like whatever you want it to, and then you would come back in here to payments, documents and contracts, settings, and you would update that and choose the correct template. That's how you can make that look a little bit more fancy. So now let's take a look at the automation that kicks all of this off. So if we go over here to discovery call to generate contract, when the form gets submitted, this is the discovery call version 2. It checks if we marked it as sold, and if yes is marked, then it sends out this contract from the owner of the company and sends it directly to the customer using the template that we just created. And there you have it. So there's a very unique way to send out contracts that are super customized. I'm sure a lot of businesses out there use that same mode of contract templating, and this is a way that you can automate that for those businesses. If you need something like this built for your company and you're not quite sure how to do this, go ahead and click the link below, schedule a time on my calendar. Let's meet and chat about how I can help you set this up for your business. If you're new to HighLevel and think you might want to give this a try, there's another link down in the description below to be able to get a 14-day free trial. I hope you found this helpful. Make sure that you hit the like and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video like this, and we'll see you next time.